This Alexa bitch.
Alrighty.
Just kidding.
Time for that.
I only
Are
ever
you
try to be
ready,
her
kids?
friend and she...
It's
No.
time for the ultimate Atra.
Oh no.
What?
I cannot do that. I cannot improv that shit. I have to have a script.
Don't worry. Hey, Babu. Babu?
Babu does not compute.
But doesn't Babu always know the stuff?
I do?
I can do it.
Yes, new blood in the recap.
New
The
blood.
Chiru recap?
Don't get your hopes up.
The Chi-Cap?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. It's just I did rewatch it, but then I rewatched Celestial Quest afterwards a lot, and I was just like, oh shit, okay.
Tell me when to start.
Laughs in Yuna. Laughs in Yuna of all characters getting through to Koshka.
Sure, you gotta teach me how to DM.
Ma'am, I don't even know how to combat. I only know how to say, you do that.
The story is so good.
No, it's not. Stop.
The story is last 5 sessions meadow.
Yes, that's what I feel horrible about. It's like you guys have been stuck in the meadows for like ever.
Well,
Chiru,
we've only
that is entirely on us.
yeah.
I
And
just
plus
hope you guys are having fun. That's my number one concern.
Oh, I'm having so much fun.
Oh, yay.
we've only had like 2.5 to 3 hours worth of role playing that was going on. So if anything, our characters are well establishing, those dynamics.
That's true.
Those dynamics of Koshka getting literally everyone to fucking hate her.
What about a particular bird just blowing up in the middle of the fucking fields?
Ian, that's normal.
Wait, what are you talking about? That was totally the squid's fault.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone has taken part in this devious act of you're all at fault is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well,
This last one was me.
I fucking said that. It's totally our fault.
No, well, okay.
I mean, I blame Cyrus.
He didn't even do anything.
He let them come. He let them in.
He let them.
She's got a point.
Well, see, then that's my fault.
Anyways, last we left off in Vaskerheim.
Thank you for pulling us back.
Last we left off in Vaskerheim. You guys are all ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So last we left off in Vaskerheim, our team had decided to and has been traveling far east to visit the clan of Dragutine. We had a new ally join us, Faylee, who is our apologetic but very friendly chef. Throughout Faylee, not now. Throughout our adventure, we had discovered. Well, we were informed that Ettins have riddled the area, and so we have to be careful of encountering them. With Dragutine's help, we easily sneak past a lot of their daily routines of I was gonna say scavenging. Their roots, and we needed to find a place to stay, which we did at first. Dragutine had assumed it was a good spot, but Anna was able to find a rotting arm, which was a telltale of Etten territory. We traveled further and find an even more discreet location, deciding to take break in a cave. During everyone's shifts, everyone taking their own shifts. Feli was taking hers with Unok, who wanted to just kind of help her so that she wasn't alone for one of her first few times in a adventure like this. During their watch, however, they encountered an old friend who they thought was dead, and a barbarian who screams of God, who's what God you serve and whatever. And Unok decided to have the bright idea of following him. Fortunately, he did not find him. Well, fortunately for Unok, he did not find him, and when he returned, he had informed Alexa, who was next on watch, to keep an eye on that. Once he woke her up, he went to sleep, and followed by everyone waking up, realizing that Alexa fell asleep on her shift and dug through Unok's bag for some carrots. The group woke up, surprised, stunned, a little upset, and finally, this after long conversations of here and there between Aldi and Alexa, between Unok and Alexa, because Alexa decided to kind of start walking away from everything. Unok managed to convince her to come back and stick with the group. And again, our adventurers travel further east, eventually encountering an Etten, but managed to just slip by in time for the Etten not to catch sight of them. The Etten did have a tarp of, what was it? The
Zareen Empire.
Zareen Empire. Thank you. The Zareen Empire emblem on a tarp that was covering the Etten, which was frantically running off. No other detail needs to be mentioned about this Etten, and this is where we are now picking up.
I have but one critique.
But
What?
You mispronounced adventure!
Ah, you right. The adventure continues.
I couldn't resist.
No. You right.
Fucking Seahawks hilarious.
So our party was able to decidedly pass the few encounters that they have with Etten, and they so far have not seen. So they continued through the valley of the land bridge that connects West Vaskerheim as they head east. Still have their ways to go before they get out of this clearing, but everything's going smooth sailing. With Dragutine and Moontail, like with Anna, taking point, and we have Unok and Feli on Shimmer, just in the middle, and we have Spoopy Horse with Alexa and Aldi in the back. They travel for hours, and it starts getting dark again, but the area you guys have found yourself in as it gets dark is not that great.
What does not that great mean?
Like, it's very narrow. Like, it's kind of like narrow. Like, it's been narrow for a few miles, and you don't know how long it's gonna be narrow for.
I mean, like, we came through here like 3 weeks ago. So, like, Is there any idea, or is it just?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know how long, but it's probably gonna take a few more, like an hour before it widens up again.
Okay.
Like a few hours or longer.
Yeah, are you accounting for mount speed?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You'll get there. I mean, you'll probably get there in like, an hour. This, if you guys book it.
Then we do that.
Neat.
Yeah, I assume no one wants to stay in ambush corridor.
No.
Well, I assume specifically Dragutine is booking it, and we're just like, well, fuck, we gotta follow now.
Right.
What? You can stay behind. It's fine.
Don't give Alexa
Yeah, you
that
see
option.
Moontail go. You see Moontail just start running, and then Shimmer runs after Moontail.
Oh,
Yep.
it's a good thing I already have the spell prepared. Let's go, Spectra!
Isn't that get tired?
I mean, it's not exhausting, but it's definitely not fun over and over and over and over and over. Did I mention and over?
I mean, all you gotta do is keep it up for a few more days. I'm gonna keep hitting you upside the head with that.
You know,
Wouldn't
I'll
it just
give
be
you that
easier
one.
if you just get on Shimmer?
But then you'd be stuck in your lamp all day.
Man, it's not that bad.
Do you really want to deal with Elwyn all day long?
Well, I mean, he's not that bad when you get to know him. Yeah, he wants to, I mean, yeah, he has his goals, but, I mean, he has his comedic side, too.
Wait, like my kind of comedy or your kind of comedy?
I would say more along the lines of my dad's kind of comedy.
Oh, not Dad. Let's not let him meet Dad. We'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, so you Snoopy Horse goes after Shimmer, and you guys are traveling, and then after a bit, it starts to light up again, but it's like really dark now. It's about like 9 o'clock.
Dragutine's gonna kind of slow down and look around. He's gonna look at Anna and just say, you had mentioned you could provide assistance when we are trying to be safe.
Yes, I did. And she's going to put her hands together. It looks like she closes her eyes as if she's going to do a little prayer before she touches his shoulder and then casts
Guidance. Dragutine is then going to start looking for a place to stay.
Okay, do a investigation.
All right. So with guidance,
Survival.
Hmm?
Survival.
with guidance, do I get 1d4, or because it's Anna, do I get 1d5?
That
Is he always
sounds like that's for something else. That was her.
Uh-huh.
1d4 then.
Yeah, you get 1d5. 1d5.
Oh, I
Yeah.
get 1d5? Hell yeah.
I totally respect the hustle, Robert.
We take those. We take those.
Everything for us to be one higher.
Everything's worth it. Alright, survival. Hit him with it. Oh, yeah, +3. Yeah.
Yeah,
16.
you find a little, kind of like this was like, where the rocks kind of like form like a sea, a cove, and
Alright.
yeah,
I kind of look around. Are there any limbs covered in Etten saliva?
no, no. It's been,
I
you haven't seen any like really bodies or anything for a bit.
I kind of like nod to myself, like, oh yeah, we didn't just obviously miss another pitfall. And he kind of rides over there and looks around and says, this should be a good spot for tonight.
And it's gonna look around the spot that he's chosen.
The backup plan.
The backup plan, yeah. I got you. Okay, do I see anything, or do I need to roll anything?
Yeah. Do perception.
Anna with the double check.
27.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you do see suspicious rocks. Like just you see a lot of like rocks up on the mountainside. I guess you just see like kind of just rocks, kind of just, like, I mean, if you look kind of sturdy, but some kind of big force might be able to push it down.
Okay. She looks around, and when her gaze goes up and she sees the rocks, she points them out to Jaguti and she goes, "Those don't look very stable."
I didn't even think about looking upwards. I'll be honest.
Well, that's alright. That's why you have me around.
Kind of looks around and then just kind of like sighs and looks to Anna. You want to just find the camp then?
I could try.
What are you two talking about?
Anna's gonna look back and say, "We're trying to find another place to stop. This place seemed alright, but the rocks above us, any little force could honestly have them fall."
Katie, you mentioned an alcove, right?
Yeah.
So there's a space where we can be undercover.
Yeah, I mean, it's undercover, but like, if a heavy rock happened to fall on it, then
Oh, okay.
Barian bitch is gonna kick down some rocks.
rocks
guess.
fall.
Wait, so it's not like an alcove in the side of the mountain. It's like a shack. So if a rock fell on it, it would collapse.
Like, I mean, a heavy rock. not just any rock. I mean, it seems sturdy. Just it felt like, if a lot of force were placed on it, it could.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's basically take our chances there with like maybe an Edson coming by and actually knocking them over, or Barbarian dude knocking them over.
I mean, what are the chances that it just collapses when you guys are sleeping there just for a few hours? I mean, it's probably been there for.
I mean, it'll happen during Alexa's watch, of course, but
Joy. Bold of you to assume that I'm gonna leave Alexa alone.
What if,
Like, everybody just wakes up for Alexa's watch.
We all take shifts on Alexa's shift.
Aldi looks over at the alcove. What if we can remain unseen?
what are you suggesting?
Well, I do have a spell that can conceal us once we're under.
Is it called Pass Without a Trace?
No, I can't do that.
I think that's what I do. He kind of looks down at his right arm. Honestly, I don't know what it's called.
You know, that's what it feels like when you... She points at your arm. Do the thing.
I mean, my mom cast something similar. Spirit stuff.
No, but like... Tiny hut.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that kind of like a baby force field?
Kind of. It won't actually block any, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't actually... Oh, all other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
Yeah, it's a force
spells
field.
and other magical effects cannot extend through the dome or be cast through it. And the atmosphere inside is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. But also, this line in particular is what I'm thinking of, or what Aldi's thinking of. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but it is transparent from the inside. So she can make the outside match the rocks.
Yeah, that seems like it would work.
What about the color red? I'm just kidding.
Maybe we don't have to take shifts, you know?
I think you're just lazy.
Aldi's sitting there covering her mouth.
It's not lazy. I'm just saying that maybe everybody deserves, a good rest instead of us.
Dragotine kind of looks at Alexa. And then he opens his mouth. And then he just closes it, shakes his head, looks back to Aldi. Perhaps that would be a good amendment to this spot. Would make it safer.
I mean... I will say... Alexa does have a point, though. Like, it's not just the fact that we'll be unseen. We will be protected by the spell as well.
Imagine how the barbarian was staring at the cave, the very cave that we were waiting in.
Yeah, if there's no visible cave, what can the barbarian stare at?
Well, I mean, not that I've seen the barbarian recently, but you never know if he's just standing above those rocks, watching us.
And
Look up at the rocks.
I suppose you're correct. If we do awake and he's standing outside staring at us, we have plenty of time to get ready and attack on our terms instead of his.
Because he won't be able to pass through. Only those that the caster, in this case myself, permits can enter or exit the dome. The spell.
Dragotine kind of nods. I see no flaw with this. Kind of looks to everyone else for confirmation.
And Anna seems like she's having like an internal debate, and then she voices out, Unok did say he also found a feather, meaning he's not alone.
I'm gonna use my. Hold on.
True sight?
True sight or true see. Yeah, I'm gonna use my true seeing right now, and
Okay.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna get off shimmer, and I'm just gonna look around.
Alright, you do that. Yeah, you don't see any, like, besides the normal magics you see.
Like the eyeball.
Well, you look and you see that the eyeball's not there.
It's not there?
Yeah, it's gone.
I frantically look around. You guys just see Unok like frantically looking around.
We're not
I like
spied on anymore? Insane.
Unok grabs Aldi and like moves her to the side, looking around, and he looks at Anna. And he walks to Anna. He kind of like pushes your head, Anna. And then he takes his hand away, and then he looks at Dragutine, narrowing his eyes, looking at Moontail, like inspecting Moontail, and then he puts his hand to his chin. Then he looks over to Faylee.
Yeah, you can see that her the bag that she has, it's glowing.
Right,
And,
that makes sense.
This chick rich as fuck.
For real.
Daddy's money.
Anna.
I'm gonna let that, like, I'm gonna let it go for the full 10 minutes, but I'm gonna be looking around for anything and everything.
Aldi hops off of Spectra and just walks up to Unok. What's wrong?
Well, remember how I told you that we were watched all the time?
Yeah.
Well, the eye isn't watching us anymore, and I just thought it was... I thought it was just strange.
Okay.
I want to say it's a good thing, but she made some threats that made me think otherwise.
Okay, we're gonna talk after I cast my spell, but before I even start that... Are we... She looks around to the rest of the party. Are we actually committing to this spot?
Dragotine nods.
Unok looks uncertain. Sorry.
With what you've laid out, even if it's more than the individual who is trying to protect the land, if we take watches, we won't be surprised, and we have safety from the elements, as well as some element of stealth.
Nope.
She looks between Anna, Alexa, and Faylee.
And seems to be having the same, like, concerns like Unok, but she nods her head. If Unok says he doesn't see her spying on us, then I can agree.
Well, let's... Go ahead, Katie.
I mean, isn't that a good thing that you're not being watched? Why is that suspicious? Maybe that last attack means he just gave up.
Feel like Alexis shouldn't be allowed to vote after what happened last night. He raises his hand.
Oh, hey!
What?
Aldi pinches him under his ribs.
I put my hand down and like grab at her hand.
Shush. She looks over at Faylee.
It's a very good spell. I think it would serve. I mean, if you guys don't feel comfortable, I can stay up and watch.
Okay, let's put it this way. If we were still being watched, it wouldn't matter if we chose this place with the spell or some other place that is well fortified. Our presence would still be known.
Wait, so are we hiding from the people who are after Unok? Or are we hiding from the Etten?
Yes.
I believe that hiding from one also hides us from the other.
But I believe that Ettins don't really know magic.
Yeah, so in the case of the Ettins, we will simply not exist to them because unless they can somehow see through magic, like she pokes Unok in the ribs, then
Poke her.
Alright, so
they won't be
I
able to find us.
say that Aldi makes the hut, and what is that?
I was like
Yes?
inside with the carrot thief.
Or are we just gonna stand out here in the dark?
I mean,
Dragon kind of... He snaps his finger and a ball of flame appears in his hand. Now we're standing out here in the light.
Once I cast the spell, you won't need to do that. I can make it dimly lit inside the hut.
Making a lot of jokes. Does Dragotine normally do this? Is this the real Dragotine?
The flame kind of fizzles out and he says, "Good, I can only hold it for like 6 seconds."
It is very late.
Aldi looks between Unok and Dragotine.
Dusky!
He has a point. Who are you and what have you done with Dragotine?
He kind of... His brows furrow and he kind of starts stroking his chin slowly. Looks at Moontail and just goes... Moontail kind of like leans in close and looks like she's like sniffing the back of his neck and then like nods vigorously. She says, "I'm me."
What's that?
Aldi links to Moontail. Is he lying?
No.
Good enough for me. She's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. They're telling the truth.
Anna shakes her head, like, why are we even having this conversation?
Because none of us are really used to Dragotine making jokes.
If he was willing to use a Moontail's feather to give to you to wake Alexa, I can see him making jokes.
That was once. And also, I was kind of in a bad mood. I think he did it to... She looks at him. Make me feel better? Question mark? She actually does say question mark.
He just quietly nods his head with like just a tiny little grin on his face.
Okay, whatever. I'm casting the spell. She walks under the alcove and starts doing the ritual. Because I don't have it prepared.
Alexa like walks over to just sits on a rock near Aldi.
Dragotine kind of looks around, looks at Unok and Anna. At the very least, you two agree that we should still have a watch, yes?
Affirmative. Winnock?
Oh my gosh, I was muted this whole time!
Hell yeah.
I was making side comments this whole time. Shut the fuck up, Tusk!
Like that one?
When he asked we should still have if we should still have watch, he says, "Oh, absolutely." Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, and affirmative.
He nods. I guess all that's left is to actually assign those, but shouldn't be a problem.
Anna's gonna look up at the rocks again. I wonder, if Etten were to pass through here, even if they don't see us, would their footsteps be heavy enough?
Do the rocks around the cove look disturbed or fallen? I want to look around for that. Shut up, you whore!
I'm sorry.
I want to.
Katie had said earlier that the rocks up there looked like...
No, do the
they're not
rocks
just
on the
gonna
ground?
fall.
Do the rocks on
Oh.
the ground look disturbed?
Disturbed, as in.
Yeah, do they look like... does it look like rocks have fallen over recently?
I mean, you see like a few, but nothing like super huge. I mean, you see like, well, you probably see like one, but
Okay.
Do we see
So
another mole?
relatively undisturbed.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's night time.
I want to survey the area.
Who do that?
Alright, I'm gonna also like walk to the top of the cove and just look around.
How far off are you going?
How big is the cove that we're staying in? Or residing in?
Probably, probably, probably like a 16-foot radius.
Alright, I'm gonna walk like a 20-foot radius, like a 40-foot diameter circle around the cove. If I have to travel uphill, then I will, just to kind of survey everything. Like,
Okay.
if any disturbed, any, like,
Might have to do
these,
a bit of rock climbing.
that is it. Is Unak capable of rock climbing?
I mean, you
That's
can try.
a strength. That's athletics.
That's not his specialty.
What? Are you trying to say strength isn't his strong suit?
I mean, if you, if you take off your gloves, I'll give you advantage.
Oh, you're so funny.
I mean, after all, look who has claws now.
I bite at the dirt.
What the fuck?
Just use your damn claws, you.
Use your claws,
Alright.
ho.
I'll
A
try
lady-
to gently take off my gloves.
Wait,
Okay,
a
I'm
woman
waiting.
walks up to you. She
What?
just appears in front of you.
A woman?
Yes, and she walks up to you, and she holds out something to you.
I look around if I'm like hallucinating.
Do
I
I
try to recall
see
the last
this?
time I
Yeah,
drank
do you
water.
You guys do not see this, only Unak,
Okay.
because he has true sight.
Ooh.
I reach out to the woman.
He gives you a pack of orbit gum.
What the fuck?
What?
Alright,
Oh my god, I facepalmed so hard.
Why?
You should have given him 5 gum to stimulate his senses.
Okay, so,
What
yeah,
it's
you
like to chew
survey.
5 gum. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, so yeah, you survey the area.
If I have to climb, I try to gently take off my gloves.
Yeah, you gently take off your gloves. Very
Oh, thank
gently.
god. I try to put them in my pocket without hurting myself or ripping my pants.
Sleight of hand, I'm kidding. Yeah, you
Oh my
do.
god.
You do. Yeah, you put them in, and, the wall of rocks kind of like stand before you.
I'm going to kind of grab at the wall and shake the rocks a little bit. Not hard, but to see if it can handle my weight.
Yeah, you, grab the rock, and, your claws kind of just scratch into it, but, a little bit more pressure, you can probably dig into it. But yeah, it seems stable.
I'm gonna climb up, but the moment I feel no stability, I'm gonna... Unless it's too high up. Well, how tall is the wall?
The wall probably goes up like, probably like 30 to 40 feet.
Okay.
Like, you can see that, like, I mean, you can tell that, like, just by the looking at the walls, like, it's kind of like different colors, so you can see that this used to be underwater a long time ago.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to climb it then.
Yeah. Everybody, you see Unok climbing walls.
Damn it.
Everybody except Aldi.
What do I roll?
Strength with it. Oh, athletics with it.
Athletics
With advantage.
with advantage.
Get that nat 20. Aww.
Ooh. I almost got a nat 20.
Yeah, you climbing and yeah, it's pretty easy. Like for
Okay.
you, and these claws are coming in again.
Look, you're fun. Bad joke. Bad joke. Was that pun intended?
Yes. This is Katie we talking about. Of course it was.
I'm gonna survey the area above the rocks.
Yeah, you survey the area, and wait, did you climb? Are you climbing all the way up, or just?
I wanted to climb to the top, yeah.
Yeah, you climb to the top, and yeah, you see that there's a well, you see that there's more, like, kind of like, there's more up there, but like you see like more wall, like a higher wall. You see.
Does it look feasible for like any person to just climb it, like casually?
Oh, jeez. Not without equipment or like. I mean, somebody could probably like scale it, like by putting rock, like Indiana Jones style kind of like thing, rock climbing. But
yeah,
it's a normal person probably wouldn't be able to do it. It has to be somebody who.
How about a barbarian? No, I'm just kidding.
Kind of. That's like. That's messed up.
Okay.
You think a barbarian can do this type of stuff, or can?
As a matter of fact, yes, barbarians use strength.
Okay, I guess I'm done surveying the area, so I'm going to climb down.
Okay. Yeah, you
Climb down!
Well, when you're up there, you see that there's more land, but you can also see like out in the distance. You can see.
What do I see out in the distance?
You see some ocean too.
How far is it?
No, it's probably like it's miles away, but you can see it. Like,
A few miles away?
yeah.
Okay. Do I see any, like, living creatures nearby us?
Not living creatures, I would say.
Do I see any creatures, alive or dead? Dead or alive?
You don't see any creatures, but you do
Walking
see that
dead.
there's a lot of land. Things can probably. I mean, you do see a lot of blind spots up there that things could like potentially live in this area.
Okay. I want to take note of these blind spots. And
Check out your notes.
I grab the paper from that I stole from the mayor's office, and I write notes.
You still
I
have
draw.
that shit?
Yeah, I haven't thrown it away. I'm going to like draw like shitty pictures and represent like put be like blind spot and misspelled spot.
Blind stop.
Blind stop. And then I'm gonna like draw blue, like put the word blue, and then that's the ocean. All of this is looking at worse than Lulu's drawing. Alright, I'm satisfied. I'm gonna start climbing down. Is there anything else that I should keep in mind before I decide to climb down actually?
You're pretty high up.
Okay.
If you fall, I mean, yeah, but I'm pretty sure you could survive, but you might be hurt.
My leg. Gotcha.
So don't fall.
I will not fall. I will
Unagi
climb
no
down.
longer has ankles.
I'm gonna climb down though.
Alright. Athletics. Advantage.
Bet you wish you had that juicy +6.
Yeah,
I got my claws.
You climb back. You climb back down just as easy as you climb back up. Like.
Okay.
Literally.
Going through the airplane.
I like to see what everyone is doing.
Abby's done with her casting.
She's sitting in the middle of the dome. From the outside, the dome appears to match the rock face in color and texture. And you can see clear as day from the inside.
I can see clearly now.
Oh, these here?
Yeah, and then and Anna and Jagutine are having a conversation, like in a hush.
Always. Naturally. What's new?
Hey, send feet pics.
Oh!
Hey,
Why would you say that?
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Reese isn't here. Come on.
Oh.
Well, it did trigger Chiru, so I'll give it to you.
Nah, Reese isn't in here.
He's not here.
That's what I said. He's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's less effective if he's not here.
I have to keep that in mind that that's his weakness. It'll help me in the future.
But you know what is effective?
Oh hush, oh hush.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Mercy.
Those juicy feet.
No! Ugh.
What?
Did you just fall?
I just fell.
Yeah, push luck.
Alright, so seeing that the Aldi has finished casting the little hut, she's going to look back at Jagoti and say, Alright, well, we can go ahead and start setting up camp, and then we can discuss the watches.
He just kind of nods and
The next shot on the
follows
right
back
side.
to the
Other piece right
dome.
up the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bailey is. She's like in the dome, and like she like kind of just makes a spot for herself. It like sets up her just a bat, like her sleeping bag, and Max is still sitting on that.
Yeah. Oh, while Moontail and Shimmer have like settled in on their own like respective spots, Anna's gonna do again, put her hands together and cast create water to have them both drink.
Moontail appreciate.
Shimmer wonders why it's not carrots.
Aldi gets up from her spot and pulls Unok to the side.
I pull Aldi aside too.
Oh my!
I pull Alexa aside, and then I walk away.
Now she's double aside.
She pulls him more towards the back of the tiny hut, further under the alcove, and she just sits down at the edge of the tiny hut.
Nothing counts.
I don't think there's enough room to do that here, Aldi. Besides, I think they're gonna see us.
You feel eyes on
Eyebrows.
you guys feel, you both see feel eyes on you.
I like to see where the eyes are.
She only slightly blushes. That
I'm joking,
that's
I'm
not-
joking.
That's not what this is about.
I know. It's about something serious, and I probably can't handle it.
She, as you say that, she looks up and places her hand on your cheek. You can handle more than you admit. But, yes, it is about something serious. And I'm sure you can imagine who it's about.
I show Aldi my picture.
Chicken scratch.
The crappy map.
The crappy map, yes. It's the opposite of Gladys art.
Like you see, you see some like scribbles of what looks to be like triangles, and you do see the word blue, and you see blind stop.
Blind stop.
Stop.
She points specifically at blind stop. Did you mean spot?
That's what it says. It says blind spot. Oh. I fix it.
Oh, you're so cute. Stop trying to distract me.
But I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you how serious. Like, I climbed to the top of the mountain over there, or the top of the wall there. I point it out to her.
Okay.
And I surveyed the area. I didn't really see anything, even with what with my not elf eyes. That's a reference.
You see her glance over at Faylee.
She is. See that she is preparing food.
Oh, I wonder what she's making. Stop distracting me. What was Vex to you?
It's what Robert.
Oh.
Got him.
I can't believe it's not carrots.
It's something better. It's life, bitch. Life.
Beautiful.
Alright, I'm done. Go back to your serious conversation.
What was Vex to you?
Yeah, I pulled the trigger.
Well, she's just trying to collect my debt. That's it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because that's not what it seemed back in Valrock. At the end of that fight. When I, yet again, tried to attack her.
She's not exactly someone you should generally
Didn't make it,
attack. You saw who else was with her.
And I have no clue who that person is, but what she said to that person, the way she acted, seems like you were more than just a payday to her.
Well, I'm a very valuable payday. I do eyebrows too, Aldi.
You see a small smirk stretch across her face. She reaches up and starts tracing the patterns on your chest again. Are you really sure that's all you were to her?
Yes, I am.
Sounds like an insight check to me.
You bitch. Katie!
Mm-hmm.
DMs.
She believes it.
She buys it. It's fine.
We're good.
Never mind, Kitty.
Never mind,
Never
Katie.
mind.
If you insist. Who was the other woman?
That one, DM. Do I know who that woman was?
The other woman who.
The one in white.
Yes. She's the one who made the. Like, she made it. You know, she made the thing.
I tell you. I told Aldi. She made the thing.
The eyeball?
DM, what do you mean by thing?
The eyeball? The gem?
I assume the gem.
You know. She made the, you know. You know.
Okay,
Or-
okay. So she was pretty much the one that I made the agreement with. She's the one that wants you and Alexa and Anna. Mostly Anna, but she would enjoy to have the rest of you as well.
Why?
Because you're young, beautiful women with very nice looking souls.
You see her cock her left eyebrow. Nice looking soul.
Yes.
She looks over at Anna. Her I can understand. She gestures at Anna. Then she points at Alexa. Her soul is not her own.
He has like a derp face and shrugs. I did my best to look for good looking girls. And her. I
my
pointed at Anna.
And my soul is very susceptible to corruption, especially considering I'm trying to become a lich.
Very tempting souls. Yeah, eyebrows.
What is she?
DM! I don't know that. I'm fairly certain I don't know that. I didn't snoop enough to find that one out. Got caught before I could figure that. I think.
She reaches out and grabs one of your hands. With her other hand, she just sort of caresses your claw. And what about all this? Is this insight into your true form?
Believe it or not, Bailey was the one who helped me figure that one out, but it seems that it might be more of what I actually look like. Which really takes away from me. I mean, look at this as he compares his claws to his, like... So I was
You
like...
see Fraley looked over when you mentioned it.
I eyebrows her. I go eyebrows. I like
See
Bailey,
it.
but... Like, he's serious, and then when he sees Faye look over, he, like, smiles and eyebrows.
She quickly looked away.
Stop teasing her.
I stop.
And she kind of gives you a once over. Well, yes, I mean.
Oh, got it.
Anyway, you really think looks matter all that much to me? You've seen the creature who raised me.
It's another person.
You've seen what lives inside my head. I'm accustomed to being around those whose appearances aren't quite as they seem.
He smiles a little more comfortably when she says that. Like, his expression relaxes and he smiles. Thank you, Aldi. That's comforting to know. And by the way, don't underestimate your soul there. Even corrupted souls are and he like very lightly like boops her nose with the index claw. He's like, even corrupted souls are delicious too.
She wriggles her nose. I mean, I guess, as an aspiring lich, I can appreciate that sentiment.
You're not
You
becoming
see-
a ledge.
She glares at Alexa. You're not in this conversation.
Alexa, have you been eavesdropping?
Yes.
At least she's honest.
Most of the time. That's only if I can't figure out how. I still have to research the ritual. She turns her attention back to Unok. And do you think there'll be... She runs her hand down your claw again. Any more of this?
With the kind of description that Faylee gave me, this is only scratching the surface. It's concerning.
What kind of demon was your father?
I am not sure. That was part of the deal that I was supposed to find out, but as you can see, you three are still here.
She smiles at that. Do you still want to know?
No. Not really. Maybe. No, I don't.
You don't sound very sure. I'll give you some time to think about that.
What changed?
I look at Alexa and then at the group, like in general. Just my perspective is all.
And you don't want to meet him?
No, I don't.
You don't care anymore?
I don't know if I would say that I don't care. But I also recently found out that I have siblings, so there might be a family reunion anytime soon. So brace
Yes.
yourselves for that.
Oh, we might get that mixed up with an S.
When you mention siblings, you see an uncertain expression
You know, they should have made more
cross Aldi's face.
car full of pickup trucks. Car pickups.
You have siblings?
Really? Just as surprised as you two are.
It's amazing how the motor mouth fits in that short block.
So, what happened with your mother?
I ran away from her, so I don't know how she's been doing.
You like her? Or...
Not at all. He smiles. Like he says it so quickly and so casually. He's like, "Oh, not at all," and he smiles at you.
Hashtag me.
What was that?
Hashtag me.
Any more questions?
So,
Go ahead, Katie.
you've ran away from your mom, went looking for you, and I'm guessing you had made a deal with it, but you didn't go through with it. Now you don't care. Learning.
Sums up my life, yes.
Mm. So, what's your goal now?
I look at Oldie.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
Aldi's face turns red as she looks at Alexa. What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
She glares at you. You were a bit too quick to say that.
She just
High
scratches
insight, Alexa.
You do that.
You do that. I love that we say that.
Damn it. I want to see if she's jealous.
She jealous as hell.
Jealous of Shimmer.
You see.
I got him.
Yeah, you can sense there's a bit of, just in that moment, you can sense there is a hint of jealousy.
Right. He smirks.
RPG now.
All the... After glaring for a moment longer, looks over at Unok.
Mark.
You didn't actually answer the question.
He like lifts his hand to like pinch you, but then he like looks at his claws and he decides not to do that. And he says, "I'll let you have a wild guess at that."
Dragotine and Anna.
BRB.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, you see Bailey walks over to you, and she has plates ready. Dragotine, you have these assortment of like different vegetables, and like just different vegetables nicely seasoned and prepared. And Anna, you see a few vegetables like similar to beans, and then you see other. It's pretty well prepared food.
Alright. When Munto is like giving her like the equivalent of a hug in act speak form, Anna's raised, like she happily raises her hands to gently scratch her feathers in response, like giving her back like in response to her sweet gesture. Though when she does notice Dragotine, she kind of blushes a little bit and raises a hand to kind of wave. But then when Fayley comes over, she looks and says, "Oh, thank you," and she holds out a hand to receive the plate.
Yeah, thanks. Don't you have to thank me. And she gives you the plate, and then she gives Dragotine, like she hands Dragotine over his plate.
Kind of nods and smiles. I appreciate it.
And she bows her head to both of you. She goes over, she gets the plates for, she gives one to Alexa, like, and then Alexa say, "Oh, thank you." And then she shakes her head and say, she shakes her head and is waving her hands like, "No." And then she gets the 2 plates for Aldi and Una.
Is Unok back?
No. Yeah, she goes over to Aldi and then she hands you the plate. Very well.
Aldi quickly lets go of Unok's claw. Her face is very red at the moment. And she takes both the plates. Just looks up at Fayley. Thank you.
No, it's fine. It's the least I can get.
It's a lot more than I could do.
That's not true.
Oh, come on. I can't cook at all.
But you're getting a lot better with your instrument, so that's like you're a very good player, and I see you getting a lot better. So if you keep at it,
You're still better than me at that, too.
I really believe that you shouldn't compare yourself to other people.
She squints at Faylee as she says that.
Watch it.
Don't you compare yourself to other people?
I'm trying not to.
She sets down the plates and stands up, pats Faylee on the head.
She just
Go ahead.
she just looked down at the ground.
You should give yourself more credit. She holds out her right hand and electricity arcs between her fingers. I have the things that I'm confident in. She points down at the food. You have the things that you're confident in. I'm sure there are other things that you're confident in. Don't ever sell yourself short.
She nods and says, I'm sorry.
And stop saying sorry.
Sorry. I mean...
Okay, the next time you say sorry, I'm gonna do to you what I do to Alexa.
She like looks at you and then she kind of like looks to Alexa. And Alexa like shrugs. And then she's like,
I'm gonna shock your nose, basically.
oh.
It's okay. It's harmless. Mostly. Just
Well,
stop
see,
saying sorry.
Wait, does... it's not with boat, right?
No, just a little spark from prestidigitation.
Okay. 'Cause...
Oh, are we picking on Faylee? And I come over.
No!
You don't have to come over. They're still right there.
Are they? I come closer. I come awkwardly close. I'm too close. I'm like squeezing myself between you two.
He looks down.
Aldi
I
looks
check.
at Unok. Do you want me to shock you too?
Do you want me to shock you?
Maybe.
You see
And her
watching-
face turns red.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Kinky.
I'm gonna like, as she looks down, I'm gonna like put my face like right under, like duck down lower so that I can have her face looking at my face.
She blushes. I'm sorry.
She said it.
Aldi, and then she like kind of like steps back.
Aldi reaches out and pokes her nose to cast a spark on it.
She's retreating. Like she like kind of like.
I catch her so she doesn't retreat.
It's got a 10-foot range. I don't have to actually touch her nose. I just cast a tiny spark on her nose with prestidigitation.
Oh, I didn't know you. I did not know you were here.
He just poked her.
Aldi then walks up to her and gives her a hug. I did warn you.
Hug them both, pretending I didn't do anything wrong. Because I didn't.
Aldi shocks his nose.
I spank her butt, but I shock her butt.
Jesus, y'all kinky.
Eyebrow Dragutin. Just kidding.
He doesn't say that.
I know,
He's
but
busy.
I can. Ooh, Anna,
Ooh.
you kinky. You guys kinky, huh?
No, we're having a conversation.
They're having. I'm
well-
not gonna say. Gladys,
shade.
oh shut up! You keep claiming adult title when you're only like.
I got you.
Oh, was Robert there when you admitted that it was supposedly your birthday?
Oh yeah, no, he won't. I don't think so.
Anna has some secrets.
She does have some secrets.
Okay.
It's not that bad of a secret, don't worry.
But
It's
yeah.
not.
But yeah, Aldi gasped and blushed when he both spanked and shocked her butt.
I'm gonna do that to Anna next. No.
Mm.
You go get slapped again. Ooh, actually, maybe
Yes.
not.
Actually, oh.
And then you throw somebody slap your butt.
She just fucking knocks Unak out. Like, it wasn't even him.
Wait, she really does? Does she really?
The
Yes.
game is silent.
Okay, she is going to do like a and then get up and turn around ready to slap.
Hey, how was just a 67?
Who is it?
Slap, and you see nothing there.
It's not the Dragu boy.
No, it's just the Alexa smoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that perception. What the fuck?
Nani
Who
the
hell-
fuck?
Why the hell the fuck?
Do I see anything? If I look around,
If you roll perception.
I will roll that perception. 25.
Yeah, you see this, like the smoke retreating.
The most of them probably not
I am going to eye Alexa.
She's not looking at me, but she has her eyes on
Yeah, Cuban still makes it.
Unak and Draco.
And
I mean, Unak and Aldi. You know, I get them mixed up there. So
Unak and one eye on Dragutin.
She's going to like see
Wait,
this.
wait.
She's going.
is she the opposite of cross-eyed right now?
Yeah.
Anti-cross eye.
She can see them coming from every direction.
You just hear her kind of make like a huff, and then she goes, "Alexa."
Huh?
Yes, mom.
Was that you?
Does that mean what?
She's gonna point at your lamp.
She looks at the lamp.
Did you send that smoke out?
You're so not specific.
Yeah,
What an adult.
Did I send my smoke out? I mean, I wasn't gonna do anything to it, Unak. I mean,
Unak looks. Wait, what?
Aldi also looks. Wait, what?
So that wasn't you.
you gotta. You wanna clarify?
Far left.
Your panties in a knot, Anna.
She's just looking at Anna, like, confused.
I'm sure whatever Alexa did, it was just a minor joke. Unless she stole your carrots. I look at her.
Minor, you say?
Very well, if you're not going to admit it.
Admit what?
Shade. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed.
What shift are you taking?
No.
She just looks at Enoch and then she just shakes her head and then she you see her retreat into the lab.
You have third.
You see the lab kind of just.
I
You
smile
see the
at
lab kind of
Dragon
just. Like she goes into the lab and then you see that it's like floating there on a cloud of blue smoke.
Can I like punch the lamp out of the cloud?
And roll attack?
No, I won't do that. Not yet.
Aldi eyes the lamp suspiciously.
Yeah, it's floating.
No, I mean she looks suspicious.
Oh.
Aldi looks suspicious to suspect.
Aldi, why do you look so suspicious?
Huh? What? I wasn't thinking about grabbing my cork.
Ha!
If you do that, how are we gonna shake her out of it when it's her turn?
Seriously, is this our same Dragoutine? Because this guy's hilarious.
Anna's gonna say, yes,
Oh.
Enoch, it is still him.
I roll my eyes. Obviously, Anna, I'm only kidding.
I
Aldi
thought it
winks.
was a practical question.
Aldi winks at Dragoutine. Oh, I have my ways.
He just kind of nods his head slowly. Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
Aldi looks at Unok. What do you mean?
Nothing! As he stretches. Time to go to sleep. And he gets his bedroll.
She looks back down at the food Fairly made for them. Are you not gonna eat?
Ah, damn it. I mean, I guess I can stay awake long enough to eat.
Are you tired enough?
Yes.
Insight. Fuck. Hey, look,
Guess
a
he's
birch
tired.
nat one.
Well, you said maybe have the last watch?
Hold on. If Alexa has a third, I'll have the. Oh my gosh, she's not gonna wake me up though.
Don't worry, she'll be awake the whole time.
Oh, all right. I'll take the last watch. I'm happy to go alone or to join anyone, or anyone join me.
I'll take the last watch too.
What should I have?
If you could take the first, that would be perfect.
She nods.
I'm gonna sneak over to steal a plate of food.
There's literally a plate right where we were sitting. You weren't here for that, though.
Oh, my bad. I start eating.
Aldi gives Faye another hug and thanks her for the food, then goes and eats her own food too.
And it's gonna, since she's back now with Dragoutine and Moontail, she's going to pick up her plates and look at Dragoutine and say, if earlier, if you meant by Moontail, like I said, that's still an honor.
He just kind of smiles. She does like you. So, take solace in that.
She nods her head. Also, I honestly wasn't very much paying attention. What watch do I have?
He kind of looks around. If you wanted, you could share the second one with me.
Sure.
He just kind of nods his head. Then, I suppose we can find our way to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, of course, after we eat.
God, it sounds like this. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You see Fairy's looking at the lamp.
I'll eat. Faylee hears in her head. I have a cork if you want to borrow it.
What would I do with a cork?
Well, lamps have holes, corks plug holes.
But how would Alexa get out?
You just uncork it when it's time for her to get out.
But what if she wants to get out early?
Maybe she needs to pee.
What? I guess that'd be her fault for leaving her lamp unattended then, wouldn't it?
Offices above.
I mean, we're here to protect the lamp. If anything happens.
I'm looking.
You're too sweet, you know that, Faylee?
I'm sorry. Wait, no.
I will let that one slide.
Oh, what?
You can't hear this.
Boo.
This is Chiru.
Oh,
I thought that was Una.
I did actually.
That's fair.
I will let that one slide because you should know that I'm just teasing you right now. Should be used to that.
Ooh. Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
If you had gotten the lamp, what would you have wished for?
Unak, you see a slight frown on Aldi's face. Faylee, you just hear in your head. I'm not really sure.
Isn't there anything that you want?
Maybe to see Fiddlesticks again, but overall I was really happy with my life in the Surreal family.
What about like something to do with knowing every spell?
You mean becoming an actual warlock?
Well, I guess you'll be a warlock wizard.
A wizlock? I mean, I guess that would have been nice, but... Ooh, that would have taught me the ritual to becoming a lich. But then again...
You really want to be a lich?
Oh, they blew me up with that bow and arrow. That
Well...
little arrow.
You see her glance at the lamp. There was a specific reason I... started wanting to become a lich. I've always been fascinated by death. That's why I became a necromancer, but... lichdom, that desire came later. In fact... She looks at the lamp again. There's a bit of a sad look on her face. Alexa's wish had more of an effect than she's aware. I don't know what Elwyn will do to her if she's unable to pay. I just know that her soul is forfeit to him. And I want to find a way to break that bond. Even if it takes some...
Didn't Alexa say that if he doesn't pay, he would die?
Well, that's the thing about souls. If your soul belongs to someone else, you can never truly die so long as they live. Your soul, once you die in the physical realm, your soul becomes permanently bound to its owner. And well, I couldn't imagine continuing to exist as a soul without being my own master.
But would you still be you if you become a lich? It's a lot of dark magic that you have to do to even get to that point, and usually becoming lich means you have to lose something very, very important to you.
I think...
Yeah. I'm awake. Oh, it's focusing.
I'd like to think that
Yeah.
my motivation is strong enough to keep me She thinks for a moment, and you hear a word in Sylvan. Does Feli speak Sylvan?
Let me see. Yes.
She hears in Sylvan, same?
See? To repeat.
I'm not really sure how to say it.
The fuck
I-
are they vacuuming this like?
I think I would be able to retain myself. Or I'd like to think that anyway.
You don't.
What?
What?
Yo.
Yes.
Hello.
Are you?
Hello.
Can
Can you hear me?
Barely, you're cutting out a lot.
And I thought I was gonna be the one to drop.
Well, in fairness, the drop is more because the vacuum is probably exceeding the microphone gain.
No, 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 vacuum. Vacuum.
Yeah. This says vacuuming.
Imagine being neighbors with that just it's 10 at night, I'm gonna
I
read my
know.
book and fucking vacuuming.
The fucking infinite vacuum. That's what
For
you like
real.
to see.
They even have that much carpet.
Vacuum of the ancients.
She honestly vacuums every day at this time.
Why?
Because I think Kitty called it ADD.
That's not ADD.
Wouldn't it be OCD?
Yeah, OCD. That's the one. OCD.
That's the one.
That's why I said, I think. Don't quote me. But yeah, you're right.
She got B and D, bitch and dumb. Took me like a minute to think of that one.
Dang.
I smack Anna's butt.
Canon or non-canon?
I smack Munto's butt.
Definitely
15
non-canon.
draws both hand axes.
Fuck! Not canon! Not canon! No, just start screaming that out loud for no reason.
What's not Ken?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
You expected to slap, but little did you know you were gonna have a spiritual weapon coming at your face.
Maybe cut
You
the fuck
expected a
down.
slap, but it was me, Dio, all along.
I'm gonna fucking die right now, sorry guys.
Okay. Anyway, Faley was saying.
I just think that maybe you might think right now that you can retain yourself, but to become a lich, you have to do a lot of inhumane things that can change you.
Faley, I was raised by a boggle who literally tore humans apart in front of me as a child. I'm
I'm just saying that if it comes to a point that to become a lich, you might have to, well, die, and you might have to sacrifice somebody. You know, I mean, just being a lich, you have to have somebody suffer for eternity. like you're using people as a means to have energy to stay alive. You have to take people's life force just to supply your own. Yeah, you'll be immortal, but at what cost?
She looks over at the lamp again. My sister's worth the price.
Did you sacrifice Unok to save your sister?
You see her. She looks at Unok for a moment.
He's eating with his claws.
I could get you a fork, Unok.
Oh, don't worry. And he kind of points out the other fork as he bends it out of shape.
She smiles at this exchange between them, then looks back at Faylee. I don't think I could.
Oh, jeez. It's dark.
It might
Water
never. I mean, it can probably doesn't have to come to that. I'm just saying that usually, if you want power, someone else is going to have to suffer.
I really just want to free her soul from the torment that will come when her time finally comes.
Well, everything has consequences.
Sometimes the consequences are too great. Which I'm now realizing is what you were trying to tell me all along.
She nods. I fear for. I mean, if you go down that road, I will be just as scared for you as I am for Siri.
You see her frown again. What should I do then?
Oh. The choice is really yours if you feel that that's the only way that you could help Alexa. And it's between you, but there's many roads that can lead to saving a person. But there's also many roads that can end a person. I just think maybe wisdom isn't your only option. But
That one guy unless I work.
you're young, so you have time to think of other ways.
But how long do you think we really have? What if one day she can't make her payment? We never know if or when that time is gonna come. I do know that at the very least, dangerous and dark as it is, the road to Lichdom is a very long one. So, I do still have time to find another way before resorting to that. But
It was everybody was here. If everybody was here together and we weren't fighting, I'm sure all of you could think up a plan to help each other. I mean,
Well, I don't know where that arrow
when
came
it came to magic theory,
from. 55 million down by 8.
she was very knowledgeable about it. Like, she could have
too
came.
knowledgeable.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
She's
got blown up.
she's practicing ordomancy now.
Got it.
That's what you said, right, Alexa?
yeah,
Or Katie?
yeah.
Yeah, so she says that to Faylee.
Board.
That's also a dangerous magic.
What's worse is Willow claims she's trying to restore the lives that she took on that day. And I know it's hypocritical of me, a necromancer, to say that she shouldn't do that. But the difference is, a necromancer can only restore life that has been taken recently. Yes, we can animate the dead, but we can't restore life to the dead if they've been dead for too long. The people she's trying to restore have been dead for years. The people she's gonna bring back won't be the same people they were when they died.
I think Sherry does know that. But if she's getting into ordinancy,
I don't think she
that's...
cares.
Yeah.
You should have seen Willow that day in Springkeep.
Oh, man, back there, what did it do?
She was so scared. Not for
You
her
see
own
a tear
life.
kind of like leaves like Bailey's eye.
Not for her own life, but for... She was scared for Siri. I miss them both.
You see Bailey just rubbed her eyes and stuff.
I said I was gonna back out.
Kind of just like rubbing the tear off of her face and stuff.
I'm sure you will see them again, and we can just talk this through. I think Siri's smart, so she just hopefully she'll just see that this is just all one big mistake, and we just be friends again.
I hope so too. I'm sorry. I know this is tough topic for us.
What's that, Dad?
Yeah. You should get some rest.
She nods and feels the mental link become severed. She looks up at Unok.
His face looks filthy.
She has a sad smile on her face as she takes in the filthy looking face.
Are you okay, Aldi?
I will be. She leans forward and presses her lips against yours.
He kisses back. At first he hesitates because he's filthy, but he kisses back.
As she pulls away, she just smiles.
You have some sauce on your face, Sophie.
She doesn't care right now. She smiles a somber smile. And just says, I love you, Unok. And before he can respond, she walks away and just curls up on the ground.
You left the fucker stunned.
Faye got her thinking. Or I
Bailey
should say
goes over
Feely.
to Bailey goes over to get Aldi's plate, and she goes to clean it, and then she sees if she looks to you to see right your plate.
To see
She
what?
goes
To see if Unok's done with his plate.
oh yeah.
Yeah, she goes to collect it and clean it.
Oh yeah. When she does, Unok just like he doesn't even realize like he picked up she picked up his plate. He's just like, wait, what? Wait, what? What?
Who the hell? Why the hell? The fuck?
She looks to you and he's like, "Are you done with this?"
What? Oh, yeah, thanks. Sorry, not ignoring you. I'm just, I was just surprised.
It's okay. I'm sorry to bother you.
You just apologize.
No.
I shock her nose.
She just lowers her head. And then she walks over to Anna and Jacqueline if their plates are.
Anna's still awake, so she's going to see that Faylee's coming over, and she's going to lift up her plate for her. Are you sure you don't require assistance?
No, you said Ross. Your shift is next, so you should probably get as much sleep as possible.
All right. I just thought I'd offer.
She bows her head to you. To thing.
Anna blinks. You don't have to bow.
I'm sorry. It's a habit.
Do I hear this?
Yes, you do.
I get on. I'm just trying to distract myself, and I just kind of crawl my way to her, and I get within 10 feet, and I shock her nose. I crawl away to make it look like I'm innocent, but she can see him crawling away.
Anna's gonna look between them. What?
I'm so sorry, Faylee. I have unleashed pain upon your nose.
She's going to like point at Unok, just lift her hand slightly and point at him, then look at Feli. Oh, what was that?
Aldi said every time I say sorry, she's going to shock me, and I guess Unok's doing it too.
Oh
No, look,
shit,
innocent.
Aldi in trouble now.
Oh, fuck.
Is Anna looking at me?
You see her glancing.
Like he's pretending to, like do something, like he's like looking through the papers, like pretend to read, and then when he looks at you and you are glancing at him, he like stiffens and then like quickly goes through the papers and pretending to read more.
She's gonna look at Feli. There's nothing wrong with being sorry, but you could limit them.
She nods and then she goes and she stops herself and then she just nods again.
Then Anna smiles and like nods at her like approvingly.
Boo! Just kidding. No.
And then she goes to Jaggertine to get his, if he's finished with his plate.
He is finished with his plate.
And she's just stacking the plates on top of each other and stuff, and then he takes Jaggertine's plate and bows her head to him, and then
Didn't bow her head to me.
Of
You
course
can
not,
see-
you shocked her nose.
Well, I was gonna assume it's because I'm a demon.
Nothing about racism here.
Knock is all about races.
Yeah, she's collected the plates. She looks to the lamp, but she realized that
Can I suplex the lamp? I'm just kidding.
yeah, you can do that.
No, I'm just kidding. Not yet.
Right now.
Like Faylee realized that Alexa went into the lamp with her plate. Kind of like stares, kind of like, what do I do? But then she just lets it go, and then she goes back to her things, and then she just starts cleaning the rest of the plates that she didn't clean, and then starts putting all of her cooking stuff in the bag.
You know it's there, too.
Yeah, and then she goes, and then she goes to sit on a rock, and she keeps watch diligently.
All right.
Right side.
And yeah, she starts her watch, and then she waits until you guys go to sleep. Sure, but
Yeah, Anna's just before she's like getting settled to sleep too, but she does give the lamp a quick glance before she goes to sleep.
Yeah, shot from behind.
yeah, the lamp's still like kind of just floating on that blue cloud.
Wait, Alexa's floating on a blue cloud? What?
No,
Or
the lamp.
The lamp.
See,
on a
like,
blue cloud.
see, like a blue cloud under the lamp, kind of just like floating there.
Okay.
God damn it.
Alright. She's... Well, her mind's on something, but she's gonna go sleep.
She's donking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then Bailey does her lot. It's
Did you squee at the I love you part?
Yeah.
I knew I heard you from the other room.
Hell Hell yes, Gladys.
Yeah, that was me.
Hell
I'm like,
yes.
good thing I muted myself because
I wasn't sure if I heard that because I heard it and I was like, wait, what? But I didn't hear you in the chat and I was like, I guess it was just my
Hell yeah,
imagination.
Gladys.
I was also really thrown off about Aldi, so like that was working for you.
Yeah.
Favor.
I was thrown off too, and I was just like, ah.
So how's it feel, Unok, to be worth more than Alexa?
Oh shit, don't put it like that.
It's okay, Unok doesn't know, and neither does Alexa.
They'd both kill each other.
For real.
Holy shit.
Wait, does this mean they're gonna have an argument like they did with Shimmer? No, I'm her favorite. No, I'm her favorite.
As long as I don't find out.
Oh,
It's
We're
gonna
gonna
come. It's gonna find out.
we're gonna find out. You guys literally just sparked some new ideas for me. Oh, this is old Unok's gonna come back.
I would like to think that Fele is gonna keep secrets.
You know she's gonna be like, "Hey Alexa, I heard Aldi would rather save Unok than you."
Ooh, fuck you, Robert. Because I wouldn't put it past Katie to do that.
Little do you know, she was listening from the lamp.
This is like
Hey,
the
that
dark
was
Kermit
all
meme.
telepathic.
You're right. Forgot about
Dark Kermit, you right.
Yeah, she that's her watch. It's pretty nice. Yeah, she doesn't see anything, but she stays vigilant. Like she patrols around just the rim of the. She doesn't leave the dome, but kind of walks around, just looking around. And yeah, she puts a lot of effort into it.
Bless you. Bless you.
Shut the fuck up.
So
Shut the fuck up.
you don't understand here.
Continue
It's
the roleplay, you whore.
It's like,
Fucking whore.
God.
Dude, I sneezed in front of my other friends, and they compared me to Dipper from Gravity Falls. Sneezes like a kitten.
Like, I was like, I thought my sneezes were cute, but then I heard Chiru's, and then I just, oh my God, it's so powerful.
And then you realize Katie's is still cuter.
The funny part is, I literally just got to the episode of Shiro where they first hear Catra sneezing. And that's exactly what this conversation is. Everyone else teasing Catra about her adorable sneezes and Catra being like, they're not cute! Anyway, continue.
Yeah, she goes, and her shift comes to an end, and she goes over to Dragoutine, and she kind of like pats his like shoulder.
The moment she does so, both of his eyes flick open and instantly. He looks her straight in the face. Is there a problem?
Oh my god. Fuck, I
mm,
deleted it. Shit.
No problem.
He kind of nods his head. Is it my turn to watch?
Yeah.
He just stands up, stretches.
As you do that, she goes to wake up Anna.
I assume Anna's like right there, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dragoutine kind of puts a hand on her shoulder. I got it.
Okay. And then she bows her head to you, Dragoutine, and then she like slowly makes her way towards her sleeping bag.
He kind of shakes his head as She walks away with a weird smile on his face. So she's not put off by it. I guess Unok's just a patsy.
Holy shit! Just all the shade.
He kind of says that to himself. And he kind of goes down and gently kind of shakes Anna away. It's our turn to make sure no one's gonna get killed.
Right. And she just like gets herself to sit up. Hopefully it will be an uneventful night.
I guess night is
I hope so as well.
Oh, no, she's awake. She is going to look out.
Perception, Katie?
Yes. Yeah, you guys look out. It's pretty quiet. You don't see any movement. You don't hear anything. Yeah, it's pretty chill.
Not even any noise from the Ettons.
You do hear sizzling.
Sizzling?
Yeah.
Alright.
Can we pinpoint where the sizzling's coming from?
Yes. Your wrist.
Ah. I see. I kind of look down at the bracelet and kind of pull the sleeves back, and there's this like brief flash of bright orange light, and he kind of curses and pulls the sleeve back down.
The Anna's gonna see it and be like, was it that bright before?
I assume it's brighter now, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of shakes his head. No, this is new.
That was me.
Is it hurting you?
That was me.
It's not comfortable.
I will. Well, let me know. I can tend to it as best as I can. Since you don't want to remove it.
He kind of nods.
Got
At least for now.
She nods her head.
And kind of looks around and goes and digs in one of Moontail's saddlebags and pulls out like a
Carrot?
heavy. No.
Oh, stop, got it.
He pulls out a heavy cloak and then he kind of
I was looking. There he is.
like
I was
tosses it
halfway
in his hand and kind of opens it up, and then in kind of one smooth motion like slides the bracelet off from underneath the other sleeve and into the cloak so he doesn't like flashbang the whole dome.
Sorry, that made me laugh. Monster Hunter.
He kind of looks down at his wrist, kind of examines it. You see there's this like heavy, almost like charcoal stain around his wrist where the bracelet was. It looks weird to have a burn mark on the almost rocky appearance of his skin.
May I ask, do you know why it was designed this way?
little kind of smile tugs at the corner of his mouth. Absolutely no idea. Maybe I should ask Thali when we get there.
Oh, please do. Because, something like that, I would prefer be bright, but not be burning you.
He kind of chuckles. It got me going home, right?
Well, I can tell you would have gone home whether it was hurting you or not.
He kind of nods his head to the side. And she gets results.
Is she an elder in your village?
No. No, she's... The way the tribe is set up, there's one individual who leads them, the chieftain. That was my father. Should be me. But for now is Valafi. She's standing in. She's standing in because she was chosen by the group of advisors. I suppose we call them elders, but they're not all ancient or old. I guess in that sense, Athal is an elder, but she's younger than I am.
And who is this?
His eyebrows kind of go up. Thali, you mean?
Yes, the one chosen to lead besides you.
That is a different one. He kind of chuckles. I suppose their names are similar. The leader is... Her name is Valafi.
Mm-hmm.
The shaman, the elder, is Thali. I'll write their names.
Please do, because I am spelling this wrong. I know it. Okay. Go in my notebook. I do apologize. Actually, I will not ask that. But yes, going back to Valafi, why was she chosen?
She's young enough to be bold, but old enough to have experience. She's a good friend of mine as well. He kind of smiles. I'm sure you've heard me speak of Nufei.
She nods her head, certainly.
Valafi is her mother.
The one that yells at you.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. But how is the leader determined? Does it have to do with age?
Traditionally, it has been a bloodline. me being the culmination of such bloodline. But if the leader dies before the next in line is prepared or ready to lead, then the elders who advise the chieftain select someone to rule in their place. I was deemed not yet ready by my father as one of his last dying breaths. You can see he kind of grimaces as he says this. There's this almost underlying look of pain on his face as he kind of spits those words out.
How was your relationship with him?
My father,
Mm-hmm.
not sure you could call it much. He seemed to only care of one thing, that was preparing me to take his place. It was never enough.
She has like this sympathetic look on her face. And you don't know what he meant by that, by meaning you aren't ready.
I have ideas, but I assume it has to do with being unprepared to lead, which is why I'm here. As he says that, he kind of waves his hand around.
She nods her head. And when you return and are deemed worthy, will you two be ruling together?
I don't know. That would go against tradition at the very least. Traditionally, the stand-in steps down and will often assist for some time before, just to ease the transition. I'm not sure. In a weird way, I've almost been ruling with her this time anyway, given the time that I spend with her and her family.
She starts to having a thought. Then she says, I don't see why then you can't just work with her. If they're elder,
Undoubtedly,
if he goes,
Go ahead.
if they deemed her worthy, then I don't see why you can't learn from her.
was for quite some time until I decided I needed to learn elsewhere. Then, when I do become the leader, I would be surprised if there was no working between the two of us.
Would you say your ideals and the way you rule are different?
Not entirely. She is more positive than I. More willing to assume the best. Find the pros of any conflict. I'm more likely to think in terms of absolutes. Find a straightforward solution. She's more creative. Our styles complement each other, keep each other in check.
I see.
You sound disappointed. You just said you
No.
sound disappointed.
I know, she just went like, huh? No, not at all. She like waves her hand. It just has me thinking. About certain things.
He kind of squints his eyes. Are they things I should know of? Do you wish to speak of them?
No. It's honestly... I'm just trying to figure out... I'm trying to find how to word it. You see her like just take a moment to think.
He just waits patiently.
She's really thinking hard. 'Cause I am.
This is why I don't think.
Yeah, no. I believe the best way I can put it is... I know you don't feel ready, but if she's willing to help you through it, and you both very complement each other in tasks such as leading and making decisions, was the reason you left because you felt you weren't ready because of your father's words, or was it because you both would bump heads from time to time?
I believe, at least in my mind, the reason I left was because of what my father had said. The other elders, because of what he said, needed some form of proof that I had become ready. I went on a journey, spoke to several ancient creatures, and they sent me here.
To the Zareen Empire?
I suppose. They said to head west, and that I'll understand what that means once I've headed far enough. I think you and everyone is what that meant.
She kind of smiles at that.